What up, boyos?
This.
Oh my god. How's your? Is that what you have to breathe through to avoid pollution, Randy?
Yes. They issued one of these to every Ohio resident. There's acid rain outside right now. It's not very funny, Ram.
There's fucking acid everything.
Yeah.
And there's another derailment in fucking Detroit.
Oh, fucking everywhere. Good. Randy, if nothing's funny, everything's funny.
Do you remember the last 2 times I mentioned 3D printing instructions for train derailers?
Yeah, I was a little worried.
I think those are fucking being used.
Yeah.
I think they're being used.
I said the railroad union should print those. And now here we are.
Here we are. 2 or 3 in.
You okay, buddy?
Me, I'm sweating real bad.
Randy had a look on his face. How are you, Cody? Everything feeling good?
Chilling.
Yeah.
Where is my
fucking haircut?
My glass stab tool. Oh, there it is.
Randy, do you want to preview the equipment that you're using tonight? Like, you want to give it a name? Yeah.
Yeah, I got the X-Vape Vista Mini 2.
Mm-hmm.
It was on sale. Normally it's $150.
Wow.
It was on sale for $99.
Look at you.
And I ordered it on a Friday and it fucking got here on a Monday.
Wow.
It was so fast that I was unprepared and I had to go spend $55 on Ohio concentrate. And this is how, this is how little I got.
No.
In fucking Michigan, I get 3 of these sumbitches for $90. And look at this. Look at the difference.
Wow.
That's a bucket.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah. So you get 15, that's less than a gram. And you get 15 grams for 90. So it's a bit of a...
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I'm going to take a fat rip off this. Should I go sativa?
Yeah.
Or indica?
No, sativa.
See, look how fat.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not very good with dab tools yet, so I have to use 2 to get it in the middle. And I lost one of them.
I don't know what Cody, are you tracking any of this? You know what any of this means?
One of these.
No.
Doohickeys. You gotta put the glob of stuff inside the atomizer. See? See the atomizer there?
49.
Yeah.
So I do that, and it heats up pretty quick. There we go. And
why isn't this on YouTube? I mean, this should be like your show. It's like you
put that on there.
Toys.
Put on the carb cap, and then you hit the button 3 times.
Yeah.
All right. And now look how cool. 1 second. It tells you that white means that it's...
Oh, shit.
Look at that.
Wow, lit up.
The bubbler glows. You hit the button once, and it heats up.
That's a lot of button presses.
A little jacuzzi.
Okay.
Yeah, it heats up. It takes about 20 seconds. That's already heated up. So this is going to be the first hit. 35 seconds of goodness.
35 seconds a hit?
That's a lot. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That looks painful. Cody, is he inhaling for 35 straight seconds?
I guess that's what that means.
That seems like he's going to suffocate. Randy, don't hurt yourself.
He's fine.
Randy. Oh, this is the longest 35 seconds of my life. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so the first one isn't that good. But then the second session is really good.
Okay, he's doing it. So another 35 seconds. Randy, we got to get the show going. Randy, can you hit the music while you're doing that? I didn't mean to interrupt. It's 2:49, everybody. You could probably bump the volume of that just a little bit. It's a little low. If you just cough. I'm going to leave that in. There. Oh, my God. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 249 of the Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, Ram. Once again, back at you with Cody and Randy. Randy's doing his thing. Cody's over there looking handsome as ever. Cody, you got your oxygen for tonight? You're going to need it. Yeah. We're going to do some things here. We got less than a year left, Randy. Cody, Randy. Randy, what's going on, baby?
That was loud. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That Ohio air has been killing Randy.
It really has.
Literally.
Yeah, it's rough out here for an Ohioan. Like, I thought Ohio was going to be a good place to write out the apocalypse because, global warming.
Not
it
start
just
the
turns into
apocalypse.
California.
Isn't it funny how it just isn't what you expect?
Yeah, it's like, fuck, it's fucking trains.
So are you moving yet? Are you planning on getting the fuck out of there? Because it's like going to be 15 years for all the water's drinkable again.
Oh, shit, really?
I'm not a scientist, so don't quote me on that. But
well, hopefully, I'm waiting for them to buy out the house. You know what I mean? I hope they have to pay me for like a 3-bedroom.
yeah,
Have
you done that trick yet with the water in the streams where you throw a rock in it and watch all the colors come up?
No.
Did you notice it only got like reporter like attention and journalistic attention when we only had that visual?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, there was nothing before like that visual was available. Now it's like news agencies are like, oh, now we can cover it because there's a visual to go along with it.
It happened 12 days ago.
And now, I guess that like reporters and people are finally able to like leave their houses and go out there. I guess.
My favorite is the transportation secretary taking 9 days to tweet about it.
Yeah. I know somebody who wanted to vote for him for president. Chris OC, you piece of shit. But hey, they made the water colorful, so that's cool. So what are you going to do, bud? Like, and how is this good? Like, so I don't mean to
die
jump
of
right
cancer
into
like my dad, Rim. Like, it's a proud family tradition.
Yeah. All right. Is that okay? So when it happened, like when did they actually cover it in Ohio, or did you not find out?
Well, it's closer to Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty far away from me. But it's fucking up the Ohio River, which is going to fuck up half the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the watershed on that. Like, yeah, I feel like emergency teams needed to move faster if that much of the country's drinking water is on the line. And it's pretty much Ohio down to just north of Florida, right?
Right. And the way we handled it was like, all right, Norfolk Southern, you take care of it. You'll do a great job. Yep. And they just started pouring it into a fucking ditch and lighting it on fire. They were trying to hurry up.
What you're not supposed to do.
They were trying to hurry up and get everything moved so they could run their rail again. They didn't give a shit.
I thought I read that they were burning it because that was the best way to dispose of it instead of cleaning it all up and burning it.
Well, that's before they actually found out what it was. Yeah, like the name of the chemical is like some kind of like 4 or 5 like syllable long chemical that's like polyolefin fuck got all. And what was written on the tank wasn't in there. The poly was like moved or not, doesn't exist. So it's like an entirely different chemical, which they're not supposed to be burning.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. So it's like,
it's all fucked.
So there's like somebody with dyslexia or somebody with like a case of like government corruption.
Norfolk Southern reps have already gone around and offered residents $1,000
to not say
that's how bad it is, Rim.
Just $1,000. That's it. Like, don't you dare sign that. You sue the fuck out of them. You take care of me, since entire generations of people are gonna be wiped out here. Jesus Christ, this is really bad. You guys, like, this is not cool.
Yeah, I saw somebody pull out the word Chernobyl, and I'm not that alarmist because it's a chemical. We're not dealing with like the half-life of like plutonium, which is like,
not yet.
millennia. But I don't feel good about this one. And we were talking about it before we hit play, but or record rather. There was another one in Detroit, another chemical like train car derailment, and I'm like,
doing it on purpose.
These are the end. This might be the end of days, and there might be architects in it. It's just like, oh no.
Yeah, I prefer my end of days to be natural, but fuck.
Yeah, that's true. I prefer the end.
Do you have any like volcanoes erupting over there too? Like, are you all right?
I'm fine right now. Yeah. I bit my lip during the Super Bowl, and I can't deal with it right now.
Man,
I'm bitching to Amara nonstop. Yeah, I'm fine.
Did her team win?
I don't know. I don't know her team. She was like so like unenthused by it. I was default like a Chiefs fan simply because I lived in Missouri, but that's about it.
Hey, I got my wife into gambling. I was able to. We got a deposit $10. We both got $50 for referral money, and then she won $96 in the Super Bowl. And I 144 off my bonus bets. So
Nice.
There you go.
yeah, I'm going to win again this week when Tiger Woods makes the cut and some other bullshit I bet on and the NBA happens.
Tiger
absolutely.
I just love how golfers are there for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like Tiger Woods was cool in the 90s when I was like in fucking like
1997,
middle
baby.
school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, that's cool. But here he's still fucking around. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no more Michael Jordan. Oh, I mean there is, but they're not in the game anymore. But like I remember, like it's funny because like they can just sit and play golf until like they're fucking 70.
well, it's funny. It's weird as you get older because you get to see the different versions of like a Michael Jordan. Like I saw Michael Jordan and then Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, you know, that type of thing. And, you know, in the racing, the Dale Earnhardt, the Jeff Gordon to the Jimmy Johnson. But 97 was big because, you know, when Tiger won the Masters in 97 and Jeff Gordon won the NASCAR championship and all these, the whole thing in the 90s was like, all these young guys are taking over. And guess what? They like playing video games too. Here's a picture of Tiger Woods and Jeff Gordon playing Nintendo 64. Kids, don't you want a Nintendo 64? You know, it's really hard marketing to the youth. That's what I'm saying.
Tom Brady's the greatest person to have ever done it at anything.
Yes, that is true. You
I'm
cannot
sorry.
argue. You cannot argue that fact.
Objectively.
Yep. There's no better, and there never will be none better than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And I don't even like him. Like, fuck the guy. And I'm glad he lost $620 million in FTX. More than Mr. Dickman.
That's so
fuck,
funny.
yeah. Everybody got fucked.
Every so often when I feel down, I just remember that like, oh man, I never owned an NFT or a shitty monkey. You know what I mean? It just feels good. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, sorry.
every time I needed like a little sliver of sunshine, it's just like, yeah, I never owned a monkey picture.
Cody, I made money and lost money on Bitcoin.
Well, it's not an NFT, so that's actually like something you can
Yeah,
trade.
I sold it all because
but-
I didn't want to deal with the bullshit anymore. I'm tired. I was tired of it.
Yeah, that's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. Let's go. So, Randy, back to your disaster over there. What are the plans? Like, what's happening with the state government and everything? Are you getting like
We're
instructions?
switching our currency to the silver standard, like India did in the Great Depression. It let them sell goods at a lower price than everyone else, while everyone else was struggling to sell their goods at a fair price on the gold standard. So that's our plan. That, and if the kangaroos still want a piece, Ohio will take them anytime, anywhere.
The kangaroos.
Did you ever see the concept of Hawaiian bucks?
It sounds like something I've heard of before.
Yeah, during World War II, the local money in Hawaii just had a big old Hawaii like stamped on it. And that way, if, you know, Japan ever took Hawaii, America could just be like, yo, Hawaii bucks are not valid anymore. You know, like the islands have fallen, like don't accept Hawaii bucks because that's probably from like some kind of like Japanese like conquistador.
Man, that's weird how money works.
Conqueror. So like I was thinking like we can do that for Ohio when like the cannibalism starts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like don't take Ohio bucks. They're cannibals now.
Jesus Christ, Cody, you're right. Randy, what happens when the cannibalism starts?
I mean,
This could
I'm
be
fucked.
you could
I'm a
be
juicy
like
target.
site zero,
Yeah.
ground zero.
Maybe I got to start eating motherfuckers first.
Yes, exactly. Because here's
Eat
the thing,
first,
Randy.
ask questions later.
It's like people are going to think you're a good meal and they can preserve you and store you for a few months.
Yeah,
right? But
you got to go around. Randy. You got to go around claiming you're made of like impossible meat.
Yeah.
you know what I mean, to like get fuckers to put you
what I'm
down.
saying is there's a lot of gristle. There's a lot of gristle around there. You know what I mean? A lot of it would just melt off in the cooking process.
Yeah. It doesn't look like Randy has even marbling. I don't know what makes me feel or think that, but I just feel like you got some uneven. You have asymmetrical marbling.
Cody, if you had to choose where on Randy you wanted to start eating, and you've met him in person, what would it be? Because I know where I'm going.
Just to be nice to him, I'm going to take his love handles off first. You know what I mean? Because if I get through 2 love handles and it's like, oh, we're saved. I'm like, oh, hey, Randy, I helped you lose weight. You know, and then we stitch him back up and he's fine without his love handles. You know
I'm
what I
going.
mean? But like if I start with his face and then like the rescue plane comes, I look like a fucking idiot.
So here's the thing.
I look like a dumbass if I start with Randall's
Cody,
face.
if we get to the point where we're eating Randy, it means we don't have refrigeration somewhere, right? So we're only going to get so much of Randy to eat.
I mean, no, he looks we could get bored before refrigeration goes out. Is
what I mean is I'm going to start with those meaty, juicy fucking calves. Have you seen his calves? My God.
Well, he needs those to walk. So if you dig into those and the rescue plane shows up, you look like an idiot like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
You got to be like.
I saw The Walking Dead. There's no rescue plane.
This is well, this is all weirdly like assuming we haven't killed him.
I was assuming we killed him.
You know what I mean?
I was assuming he was dead. Yeah. That's why I was going for the calves.
Oh,
yeah, more than 8 hours with me is rough.
Yeah.
You know, that's why my boss always lets me leave early. He's like,
because of the gas.
Go. Just go.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yes, sir.
That's like my dad. I can only do about 8 hours with him before I want to kill him. Like, we went to the race last year. I wanted to strangle him. But we went to wrestling on Friday.
Strangers.
It was all right. Hey, Cody, I was on TV. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you showed
it's all right.
me.
I showed you. I try not to bother you. I can't remember who I bother. And I guess I bothered you with that. I apologize.
Yeah, it was
Randy, were you watching SmackDown Live? Did you see me?
Yes.
No,
I
you can say no.
I tried to lie.
Well, it was funny.
I tried.
It's some dude who doesn't know me, but I hired a long time ago, and then I trained him in a class last year. He was watching SmackDown and texted one of my employees and like, "Is this?" Because he took a screenshot of it. It's like,
beep,
there it was.
beep, beep, beep.
Oh, fuck.
Beep.
Cody, timestamp.
You weirdo. What a
Timestamping that.
Yes. Okay.
I beeped it. Don't worry.
Thanks, Randy.
No, you didn't. I mean, I guess future.
Yeah, Randy, are you editing this one?
No.
Because now you got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Fuck. You're gonna fuck me.
1640. There you go.
Oh,
1640 on Cody's stem.
thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, have you seen any of these frogs or fish in the streams dead, Randy? Because I've seen that on YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitter. A bunch of dead frogs.
I'm waiting because I'm going to check my grandparents' stream or their crick. It's a crick, not a creek.
Well, did you check your grandparents first?
Yeah, I want to see because they live on a hill.
Good.
So if it's
Down
got
a hill?
to them, on a hill.
Okay, I live on a hill too. It's awesome.
Yeah, except for the driveway, kind of sucks.
Well, my driveway is flat because you come to the top of the hill and it summits out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Ours,
But-
you got to fucking scale a fucking hill. You got it has a turnaround in it, rim, where
damn,
your
you
car
need to
turns
get the
around,
climbing
and then
gear
goes on
out.
up.
Yeah.
It's hell in the winter. Like I literally have to get going about 30
Yeah.
on the road, and then hook in the fishtail in, and get up the first hill, and then you got the
That sounds
turnaround. It's a
dangerous.
fucking doozy,
God
bud.
damn. Yeah, that's awful. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you haven't seen any fish or frogs dead, but you're also not in the affected area yet. You're not.
But
like,
I'm
in the
not
immediate-
looking.
Yeah. Okay.
You
you're
know,
not
like
looking. Yeah.
I'm not like I don't in my day to
So,
day.
does the air feel spicy?
I
you,
have
like,
been
walk
coughing
outside
a lot.
and-
I have been coughing a lot, but I did just get an
But you-
X-Vape Vista Mini too as well. So like I
this
don't
might be,
know,
like,
I don't know what to
yeah.
correlate it to. It's probably the train, but it could be
Man.
that I'm hitting my Vista Mini too.
Yeah.
A lot.
You know,
Well,
if
people
you
are saying like it feels like McDonald's Sprite on their eyeballs when they walk outside. Are you getting that?
McDonald's Sprite in the eyeballs.
Yeah, it feels like
Spread.
McDonald's Sprite on the eyeballs.
Oh God.
No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah. Okay.
But I am sensitive to light. I have to put sunglasses on.
That'll save your eyes. That's
Okay.
good. That's smart. When you went to Michigan, were you looking at property like to get the fuck out of Ohio? God, I'm so sorry if this has happened to you, but this is awful.
yeah.
You want the truth?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have time. I had to turn around and hurry up and get back. But if I had the time, man, yeah, I would stoke out some prime real estate.
Yeah.
They got to have better water in Flint now, right?
No.
I mean, at least
No.
no.
That's not how but that's not how quickly governments fix things.
Governments don't fix things. They just
or
cause problems.
governments or fuckered companies.
Okay, so
They
I had
fix
this
things as
idea for
slowly
my
as
father-in-law because he owns a convenience store in rural Ohio.
Yeah.
So what if we took him to Dearborn, Michigan, and opened a convenience store there?
Okay.
And then we just it's culture shock for him.
What?
Because there's a large Muslim population.
Why have you done this?
Okay.
Yeah, in Dearborn. I just think that it would help him get to know other cultures.
Is he a racist? that needs this re-education?
No, I mean, a little. Like he doesn't know how to classify Southeast Asians and Native Americans.
You could have then you could have put him in any Chinatown in America, but we're going here.
Well, I there's cheap property in Dearborn. Is
you can just read a book.
Okay.
Well, if your eyes don't work anymore because you've got McDonald's Sprite in them, you're not reading a book, are you? Shit.
No, I can listen to books. I downloaded one about essays on lunch.
Randy,
I fell asleep to
listen, pack up the family, move out to Connecticut. All right, we can hang out more. You can buy weed here.
In Connecticut.
It's very expensive.
Although that is where the Dickman headquarters is.
Yeah, you know, and with you know everything being stupidly expensive, living in Connecticut is just the same as living anywhere else these days. Matter of fact, you probably save money.
I mean, okay, can we get a house payment less than $345?
I mean, my father-in-law does real estate, so we can talk about it, I guess. Okay. He's got a mortgage broker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cody, you want in on this? You want to move in with Randy and Kristen?
Nah, I don't know.
You and Amara come up to Connecticut, too?
Maybe.
That'd be awesome, you guys. Then we get like a warehouse. We can do a show together.
Nah, never mind. We're not doing this one.
Where the fuck would it be a warehouse?
What the fuck? Yeah, you weirdo. Incredibly weird fucking person.
The fuck? You want a sex club in there, too?
How about a ranch?
Jesus Christ.
How about a manor?
Just fucking forklifts for Svensson.
How about something with a shitter?
Yeah.
How about
we've got sets on each floor?
Why wouldn't you guys want a warehouse? Warehouse is fucking awesome. They're real manly. You can hang out.
Because you can get a hangar for the same price in real estate, and that's cooler.
Oh, I didn't think of it.
Haven't you ever played Grand Theft Auto Online?
Yeah.
Like there's a hierarchy for property.
Okay. What's the
I'm
bottom?
Hit the X vape again. Oh, the bottom is the biker club out in the boonies.
She sheds.
The biker club out in the boonies where you manufacture meth. That's the bottom. That's where you get started.
Yeah.
And then you work your way up to where you're doing military deals.
At the casino.
And
5-star.
Okay. All right. Cody, what's going on with you, man? How's your week been? How's your Super Bowl party? How's everything?
Super Bowl party was like surprisingly potent. My mom visited, and she like really didn't ever care for the Super Bowl when we were like living together like earlier in my life, because that just meant she had to like do a bunch of cooking and serving. But now like she's like getting into it because like it's for cooking, it's just like her kids now instead of like, her family and then like 2 other families like we usually invited to like Super Bowl. So like she's like actually sitting down and watching the game now. And I live tweeted like just a little bit of like the hilarious like this is my.
Can you read some of those?
Like 59 something year old mom finally Filipino mom like actually sitting down. I can probably like remember some of them, but like the thing that pushed me over the line to be like, oh my god, I have to go do this right now, is that like during like it was like the third play, and I think it was like Eagles possession of the game, and my mom just like said, push him to the defenders when they like hit a man pile. And I'm just like, oh my, and it made me realize like, oh, you're relatively new to like these concepts. Right. And sure enough, the game actually like changed a little bit like since she like came into it.
Yeah.
Like I remember like thankfully it didn't happen like this time, but apparently Super Bowl fucking overtime rules are like fucking insane, or used to be insane like 2 or 3, maybe let's say like 4 or 3 years ago.
There's only been one overtime Super Bowl.
When was that? Because I remember everyone was very upset how
Patriots in the Falcons. It was was it 19 or something like that? 18.
2019.
That was Tom Brady's epic comeback, right?
Yeah,
that sounds about right. And everyone was like pissed because like it involved like a coin toss. It involved like it was coin toss and first to score. So literally, it was like win the coin toss, receive a kick. Drive, field goal win. And everyone was just like, that was horrible.
No, that wasn't the rule then. The rule was if you kick a field goal, the other team gets a chance. But if you score 6 points,
I think,
they don't.
Right, but I think before that rule was the rule I just like said. I think your rule came about after everyone was like complaining.
I'm not a
about
good
it. But
sports
anyway,
anymore,
like,
so I don't have years and dates and stuff, and I just kind of
Yeah.
whatever I know from Cam.
My mom blessed the world with such gems as push it, get it faster. That one looks Portuguese. I love that. That was a good one on the couch. Yeah.
Do you know who she was referring to when she said that?
Yeah. His name was like Pacheco or
Pacheco,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, he won me
Yeah, he's
$15.
What is it? Is he Portuguese?
No,
Okay.
He's American.
I think he's Alabamian.
Yeah, it's Amaris people.
Interesting.
Yep.
Ameriphobe.
So you had fun though.
Yeah, my mom pulled out like the lumpia. That was good.
What's that?
That was the
the lumpia. I thought you said the Olympia.
Yeah, lumpia.
Yeah, okay.
Lumpia, yeah. It's the way she does it. It's like the ground pork and onion in the fried burrito.
How's her farm doing?
It was fucking yummy, and you just eat like 8 of them and you pass out. It's delicious.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, did I tell you I won my mother-in-law $410 on the Super Bowl?
You told me, but I don't think
Doing
you told
what?
Cody.
Betting.
Oh yeah, got her to sign up for FanDuel. Got a $50 free bet out of it. I got nothing, but I accidentally bet 2 of her $25 bets on FanDuel or DraftKings on Travis Kelce catching the first touchdown for the Chiefs. And,
That did
and he
happen, didn't it? Yeah.
No, it did. He caught it, and I put it down.
Yeah,
twice.
I was saying that's it. That was the
Yeah, I put it down twice, and I only meant to do it once, but it worked out. So
Yeah.
she got like $400 out of it.
Good job, Rando.
Very, very. Speaking of Super Bowl, very disappointed in the commercial wind up this year for some reason. Very phoned in.
Premature electrification was kind of funny.
Cody, do you think
I can't even remember what that was for though.
It was for the Jeep. It was the Dodge commercial about all the electric cars, how everyone has, premature electrification.
Right.
Because they're like 2 years away.
Cody, I think we did it to ourselves. I think there was such a high standard set, in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they've been trying to replicate it. And they haven't because, as times change, they get too careful. And, they don't want to offend anybody or go too crazy. Do you remember the 2014 Super Bowl when all these woke commercials were there and it's just awful? I felt bad for being a man and watching.
Jesus had a commercial.
Maybe. Yeah.
Jesus had a powerful commercial.
Maybe I think I remember.
All right, somebody's been picking up on what we're doing.
There's a handful.
And it said Jesus, and I was like,
he gets us.
Jesus, he gets us. Yeah, that was all over Twitter before that.
Yep. So settle down, everybody.
And there was the Breaking Bad commercial, but that was about
The Doritos?
it.
yeah.
Pop shit.
What was it? $7 to $11 million a spot?
Something like that, but I'm wondering what the hell's going on because these are all not the same caliber. Usually beer and candy bars rock the fucking house, but it's just I didn't see any.
I didn't see much of the game nor the commercials. So.
You got the weirdo fucking M&M's commercial now.
Yeah.
So the M&M's back. I saw that they're back.
Yeah.
Okay. Maya Rudolph didn't work out.
They did No, they did. They just did a fucking classic Coke and bringing back new Coke thing, and it's just
that's dumb.
Must have been expensive and stupid.
Mara
for you
says the
to
Pepsi
do.
ones were an odd message. I didn't see any of the Pepsi ones.
Oh, they were pretty good. It was like Ben Stiller.
Those are the cameos.
Oh, okay,
Ben
yeah.
Stiller.
All right, I did see that one. He dumps the shit on his face, on his head as Zoolander.
And he's like, "Ooh, that's
There's
really
another
good."
one.
Was I acting?
Acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I did find that weird. He's like, "Hey, my act." Okay. Hey, speaking of Super Bowl, we got prop bet results.
We didn't tally them. I didn't have an intern, Rim.
Okay.
All right, I ran out of interns. They all quit because I'm too abusive, in quotation marks.
Well, let's just say I won that. Yeah. Hey, look at me.
Look at you,
I win.
Cody, with your little sports knowledge.
I know. I did have the Chiefs to win. I know I lost the.
Yeah.
I know I lost.
I mean, here I have them all. Down
I had
here.
the Eagles to win. I'm happy they lost.
Okay, what was the coin toss?
That was tails. I fucked. I know I got that wrong.
Yeah, Rim's the only one who got that right.
Hell yeah, the only one that
Yeah.
matters.
Will the first
then
play
I
from
got-
scrimmage result in a first down?
No,
Yeah, I think it did.
I don't think so.
I think it did.
Okay, so we need
QB to throw for the first TD. Rim and I got it. Cody said Mahomes. Will there be a scoregami? Rim and Randy said yes, and there was. Hertz scored, running it in, and then he's ran it in for the 2-point conversion.
I don't know what a scoregami is.
Yeah, it's the same player scores the 2-point conversion on the same drive.
It has to be the 2-point conversion? Yeah. I had no idea that's what that was.
I didn't either. Okay. And then I didn't even realize when it
happened. I'm wrong. Oh. Scoregami is a unique football score.
Okay.
That's never happened.
Yeah, that's what it was explained to me.
Sorry. The octopus is next. That's the score. We all said no.
Octopus for 8.
Yeah.
You get it, Cody?
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. 6 for the
we
2.
all said no, so we fucking bad.
Did we get scoregami though?
Yeah, Rim and Randy got that.
It was unique.
Score, I looked it up for you.
What was it? 30.
That was a unique score.
37, 35, or 38, 35. 38, 35. There was that whole. Did you see that social media campaign about the leaked NFL documents?
Yeah, Cody, fucking Randy had me losing money on that because I bet. Well, no, that's how I won because he had me convinced Philadelphia would score over 33.5, and they did.
Yeah. It was in the script, Cody.
Uh-huh.
Total net offensive yards in a game, it was like 550, I think. Rim and Randy said over, and I don't think. I think it was the under.
Really?
Because Kansas City didn't have that much. I mean, here I can pull it up on. I got the sports app. The score. NFL Super Bowl stats. So total offense for the Eagles. I don't know how to check.
No, don't worry about it. It was a fun game to watch, though. There's a lot of. It was dramatic. It sucked that they had to run the clock down like that at the end, but I mean, that's the game. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that happen and then just being like, oh shit, this is gonna be one of those like drag your heel wins, isn't it? And then sure enough, they were doing like.
I mean, that's on Philly for using their timeouts, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like it's
and
it's
then
part of the game. It's not unfair.
Well, it all came down to that one holding call, though. It was kind of bullshit.
That was kind of wacky. I felt bad for Philadelphia when I saw
if Philadelphia was able to pull off the win with a Dallas Goedert TD, Cody, I would have won big. And I was convinced it was going to happen because Randy had me into that fucking leaked document bullshit. I don't know why I listened to Randy. Like, I've lost so much money because of Randy.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm up, so who gives a shit? My mother-in-law's up, so who gives a shit? All right? That was a good podcast. Who gives a shit?
Rest in peace. They're both dead.
R.I.P.
Yeah, it's tragic how that happens. Crippled Jesus, I love you.
It was really like Southland Tales, that movie that had the director of Donnie Darko. It had The Rock in it and fucking Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Speaking of Justin Timberlake, did you update Thinking with Your Dickman? No, okay. So we don't
I didn't have an intern.
How do we feel about Rihanna?
She's pregnant.
I thought it was weird.
I thought it was like satanic.
Yeah, she's pregnant. Right. But the thing is, like, I'm kind of used to like 2 or 3 musical groups like collaborating for like the Super Bowl. And it's just like, oh, that's sick. They handed it off during the chorus because like their 2 hit songs like kind of match up there. And I was like, that's like one of the things I absolutely like really fucking like because like they get some like dad rock shit from like the 90s and then they get some like new
Britney
rap
Spears.
shit and you're like, oh, that's wacky how it like can like cross over and they can like, you know, play catch with like their like, you know, top 40 shit. But it was Rihanna going into Rihanna and I just thought like
I was waiting for Eminem to pop out and they could sing that song about spousal abuse.
Yeah, that would have Recovery, I think was the
That's
name
the album.
of,
That's an
like,
amazing
their
album.
Yeah.
I love that album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been great if Eminem came out and they just handed it back and forth for like
Wasn't she the first one to get paid
times.
for it though? That's probably why.
I don't know.
She
Like
didn't
normally,
get paid, right?
like last year, Dre spent a shit ton to put on the show. He didn't get paid a dime
Really? Why aren't they paying these people to perform?
because it's exposure.
Yeah, like the NFL must have like those fucking contracts.
And can you
like,
believe Dan Snyder
Vice
still owns
law.
a fucking football team?
He's alive? I thought he died.
No,
Huh.
no, he had his damn Cody as an editor. They were making a calendar for the cheerleaders, and he made his editor edit in and
Zoom
make a
in on the
video
feed.
of all of their private parts when they thought the camera was off. and he
Jesus
gave the
Christ.
order to do this.
Oh my God.
And he still fucking owns an NFL team. They fined him $11 million. And he's asking $8 billion, and Jeff Bezos offered him it.
You know,
And then he said no because the Washington Post is the one who released the story on him about.
But that's
the
owned
abuse
by
for the
Jeff
women.
Bezos now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a whole fucking clusterfuck.
man, that's fucked. If he had said something racist, they would have taken the team right away from him. God
Well,
damn.
that's why they had to change from the Redskins to the football team.
Did you see immediately after the Chiefs won, the articles start coming out? Now it's time to call them the Kansas City Kings. So they can change the name.
Jeez.
I mean, sure, until they lose the title.
God.
Did you see like the like? I think it was like just before halftime they were showing like, and by the way, Americans aren't the only nationality excited for the Super Bowl, right? And it showed like 2 or 3 other countries, and then it landed on Germany. And did you see what the Germans were doing? Like when the camera turned on them, they were doing like the tomahawk.
Oh, jeez.
They were doing the tomahawk. The fucking 2 seconds they were on like national television.
Good on you, Germany.
I was just like, oh man, that's the worst thing Germans could have been.
At least they weren't saluting.
You know,
Like,
one of
what
the-
the fuck?
Yeah,
I'd
they
rather
didn't
have
say
tomahawk.
Essie Stipe Verrat Remusen de Juden aus Laos.
Whoa, Randy.
I mean, it looked like they were saluting.
I was quoting South Park. Jesus.
Okay. All right. They do
That
the
was on
tomahawk
South
chop
Park. That's the only reason I know it.
for the Atlanta Braves, and they even sing. Oh.
Yeah, they were doing that in the bar too.
They used to do it for the Indians too. I think that's where it
Very
started.
interesting.
Yeah, we're just celebrating culture.
And you know, like whatever, like cameraman or like director was just like, get off of that immediately because it was a shot too short to be on its own. You know what I mean? It's just like the shot could have only been that.
Yeah.
Like copacetically, that shot could have only been that short if the next shot was like a follow up on it, and they did not follow up on it.
See, I love that, Cody. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing.
great.
That. I had no idea. I didn't watch much of the Super Bowl because what were we doing? We were doing something that day. I forget. Don't remember.
I was driving.
God,
And I
it was
got
so long
home and
ago, it
watched
seems.
some of it.
But like after getting the little guy to bed and everything, halftime comes. That's when I can sit down and watch the game and get the gambling on, making my live bets, and it was fun. It was fun. I actually enjoyed watching the Super Bowl for the first time in several years. That's good. Yep.
You know what I feel like that we should do?
What?
This might be a hot take, but I feel like to make it special, we shift the Super Bowl more than a yearly event. We make it like we make it bi-yearly. or
Cody,
something.
I'm
Not
gonna blow your
full
mind.
Olympics, not full Olympics or like World Cup, but just like every 2 years.
One Super Bowl.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know, man. How would you determine who the yearly world champion is?
You don't. You just do it after the 2 years.
So do you
like
take
it's
the
a whole
4 best teams in
after
tournament?
2 years?
Sure. Get a bracket.
Oh.
All right.
I was gonna say, Cody, what about this? A 2-night Super Bowl. You know, like the first night they play.
See, I like both of these ideas. Yeah, I like both of these fucking ideas. Where it's more of a series rather than a single game. But
First
yeah,
night,
it can't
3
be an
and
even
4
number,
play.
Andy.
You know, like the losers from the previous week. They play the first night.
And the second plays Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking sell those TV rights in a second.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt that would make
Or do you know how the World Series is like best of 7?
Oh no.
We can
Can't
do
that
shit
in
like that
football.
too. Yeah, no, just do best of 3.
No, it's what you
know
got to
what
do.
I mean?
You have
So,
all
like-
4 teams play on Saturday, and the winners play again on Sunday, and they'd be fucking exhausted. The game would be terrible. It'd be hilarious.
Or flag football. Like they did for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. What do you think about that,
Mm.
Cody? Professional flag football.
I don't want it to replace tackle football, but I'm interested in it. Yeah, I'll absolutely watch a little flag football, but I don't want it to replace.
What's your
tackle
favorite part of
football.
flag football? Like the skill and grabbing the flag, or the evasion?
Well, yeah,
and getting flag,
it's
flag grabbed.
It's more than just fucking like smearing your fucking opponent. You
With
know what I
chocolate.
mean? Like,
My problem with flag football is that ultimate frisbee is just a superior game, and it's basically the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
No. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, Randy, you're wrong because everybody gets to throw the frisbee,
Yeah.
and that's dumb because not everybody can throw a frisbee.
And the cool thing about flag football is it rejuvenates the spin move.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, because in regular fucking NFL, like, you need to do the spin move away from your, like, tackler to, like, you know, evade. But, like, with flag football, you can spin move into your fucking tackler and, you know, still have your flags on. So, like that's cool to me.
yeah, I like that, Cody. Now, do you do the double flags, like, you know, flags on each side, or just the one flag? Are you single flag or double flag?
The way I used to play it was triple flags, I guess. So
Shit.
yeah. So you get your sides and then you get a tail flag.
Do they all carry the same weight? Like, if you pull the one in the back, you're still down, or do you have to get like two?
Yeah, it's on like it's literally on like a clip-on tie thing. So like any amount of weight on the, you know, quote unquote belt or the flags will have them come off.
Yeah. Randy, do we have any segments tonight? Like, did you update Law of Power? Do you have any AI? Do we have anything?
Oh, I can update Law of Power real quick. I got Jesus AI.
we got the Jesus AI. You actually did that?
Yeah, I remember.
All right, so
I
let's
did it while I was driving today in the rain.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
In the acid rain.
So Jesus
In the
did not
acid
take
rain.
the wheel.
All right, so we did. So let's do our Jesus thing while you update the Law of Power. But this is
Okay.
going to be
Well, that's
Jesus.
going to be hard for me to do because I got to
Yeah, you
do
can't.
the Law of Power on my phone.
Okay, well then.
Or the Jesus thing on my phone. Law of
All
Power.
right,
is
we'll
the
do
best
Jesus,
stuff.
and then I will tell a story while you get Law of Power going. Okay, how's that?
Oh, yeah. You told me to tell you about the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to be reminded about that specific thing about you offspring.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk to Cody about while you get the the
okay.
shit ready, Randy. So we can do the Jesus AI right now to see how I'm
Oh,
breaking it up.
okay.
See how I'm planning the show format. People interested, things they like
Yeah.
versus things they don't like.
He's a genius.
Nobody wants to hear me tell a story, so let's sandwich that between things they like Jesus AI art and Laws of Power.
Oh, so hit the Laws of Power bumper?
No, fucking hit the Jesus AI art
Jesus.
bumper, you son of a
We
bitch.
don't have the Jesus AI art bumper. I haven't gotten a hold of the bumper.
So we'll just
yet.
fucking do the Jesus AI art. God damn it. Why is this so hard? Because Cody, our prompt last week in honor of the Super Bowl was Jesus at the Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't remember what our entries were, but hopefully Randy
I got
does.
'em.
All right, Randy, when you're ready to go.
Oh, hold on. There's my notes app. It's waiting for me.
I'm super excited.
So this is visual. So if they're listening to the podcast, where can they find these visual examples?
They'll be able to find
in the
these.
Discord at bit.do/TRDS1.
They can also go to the Patreon at patreon.com/Rich Dickman or follow us on Instagram at Rem Dickman.
All right. We got Jesus at the Super Bowl. Are you ready?
Yes, what's the first prompt and whose is it?
Rim, the winner from last week.
Yep.
Jesus misses the Super Bowl game-winning field goal.
Oh shit, I'm excited for this.
That,
All right, are you
something
ready?
like that did happen. We had a missed field goal.
It was pretty bad.
love
all
the
right,
sound
so
of
move
missed
to the
field
live
goals.
show chat. Okay.
Are you putting it up in general?
No, here we go.
Okay.
It's pasting.
Well, that looks like he made it. It doesn't look like he looks like a soccer
That's-
player.
That's David Grohl.
He looks like David Grohl as Roberto Baggio, the Italian soccer player, kicking a game-winning goal.
Well,
He's wearing a
that's the
skirt.
best one that came out of it. Okay.
Okay. Well, I didn't win this week. Jesus Christ, Jesus.
Yeah, it looks like they took the European.
I just love
Like
the
the
glow.
football.
Like, look at that's fucking RTX.
Wait,
yeah, that's
level
like-
ray tracing.
Everyone stop. Everybody shut up. AI got the fingers correct. This is it. That's a singularity. This is over. Fuck. This is over.
Oh,
Holy shit.
game set match.
The fingers are right.
2 thumbs. Yep. Left hand.
And I love
right
that
hand.
he's doing the cross.
And it's got the glow on top, like across from the in the ceiling. Like,
But it's like a Chevrolet
yeah.
cross.
Yeah.
But I mean, his legs are thin for his waist, but they got the fingers right, and that's scary because once AI gets the fingers right, we're all fucked. All right, what's the next one, Randy?
Cody, Jesus on the sidelines as ref with the measuring chains in the Super Bowl. but it's a crucifix. All right, so it decided to do a close-up on this one of Jesus, the ref.
Give it to me.
All right.
I like it. I don't know
but he has a swastika on his chest.
No, he doesn't.
He's got half of one.
He looks like a referee. He does look. He's not wearing the zebra stripes, but he does look like a referee.
No, he's not. That's clearly a fan. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Now you said that. Now you got. Yeah, he looks like a fan saying, "What
he's
the fuck?"
Clearly,
ref?
yeah, he's clearly dressed up with like.
Yeah, he's got the Viking helmet on,
and shit like that.
the
Something
medallion,
like that.
and it's a bad call.
But I like this. It looks very Norman Rockwell. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine looks like a freaking somebody cut something out of a magazine and pasted it on some shit.
Are you ready for Randy's?
Yes. What's Randy's from?
Jesus selling hot dogs at the Super Bowl, concession Jesus.
You know, those are expensive hot dogs, right?
Yeah. Here we go.
Whoa. we have a winner.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It's still Maddie's.
No.
They're still mad.
Oh yeah.
So we got Jesus. All right. So we got the right number of fingers in one hand, and on the other hand, I don't know what's going on. He's got some sort of mutant hand in the left, but he's wearing a white shirt and a red cape, and he's selling like bread in a plate. But here's the thing: the poster advertising his product is another picture of Jesus with the crown and the
with a
glow,
six-pack.
with the six. It says Luore, but the fingers are all fucked up again. It looks like he's cutting a sausage off his titty.
What I like about him
That's-
is he looks like my Jesus buying a burner phone Jesus, but he's got out of rehab and he's selling sushi.
He's got the headband, and on the headband it looks like a dude skating.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, he's got a green arrow. The poster is a green arrow. Okay, this is amazing. Got to check out these pictures. This is okay. We got to see Maddie's. I guess Maddie had one.
Yeah,
Maddie's. Jesus getting a Gatorade bath of red wine at the Super Bowl. I'm surprised this one made it through the filters, but here we go.
He's turning it onto water, or he's turning the water into wine as it's hitting his body.
This is fucking incredible. Number one.
Yeah, Maddie wins.
Look
Bad
at his-
fingers, though.
It's the face of Jesus here is super hyper realistic. Like it's like, oh my god.
I can
that's a
only
real picture.
describe him as elated.
Yes, he's elated. There is a can.
Yeah.
It looks like a can on top of his head. It looks like an oil can that's dripping.
It looks like a cooler for the Gatorade.
Yeah. I saw a can, but you're right. It is a cooler, and it's dripping this red liquid that is obviously blood. It's not wine. It's thick like blood. He's got 1, 2, 3,
Viscous.
4, 5,
liquid.
7. He's got 8 fingers on his right hand, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers on his left hand, but they're upside down. Oh, that's incredible. Well, okay, so
That's a good one.
Maddie wins, right? Are we saying Maddie wins?
Maddie wins,
He's
but he's
not
not
here,
here
so-
to like give a prompt for
Yeah,
next
so
week.
Randy wins. Cody, are you okay with that? Because
Yes.
yeah, I think Randy's art here is just amazing.
Randy is first runner up.
Yeah, it's a sign, like the sign behind Jesus
Yeah.
Jesus. That nails it. All right, that's great, Randy. Good job. You did. Yeah. We need
Oh.
we need a new prompt.
Oh,
That comes from our winner. Unless you can't think of one, then we go to Cody. All right.
Jesus starts the 12 steps. Why?
What?
What's he addicted to?
You insane person.
I don't know. I'm just trying.
Yeah.
Mara says Jesus goes to Mardi Gras. Mara, you got to win one of these. Give us a suggestion, and then when you win.
Jesus does 90s extreme sports.
Oh, okay. Like I just saw Travis Pastrana qualify for the Daytona 500, so I'm down for extreme sports right now. But
Jesus does extreme ironing.
is that your prompt?
Are we right? You want me to write that down?
Well, it's extreme from the 90s. Hold on.
All right, so we're going to lock in the prompt. Jesus does extreme 90s sports.
Yeah.
Or how about this? If we're going to do extreme, let's just say Jesus does jackass stunt.
Oh.
That kills the one I had in mind. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, no, you just add barbed wire to it and it becomes jackass stunt.
Okay, so... Okay, Jesus returns rental car. in terrible shape.
That's a jackass stunt?
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville rented a rental car and drove it through a golf course.
No, he
then
rented
took it back.
in the movie. They fucking went to a demolition derby with it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, let me do that. Returns rental car that he entered into a demolition derby the night before. All right. Minus. D4 minus AR 3x2. Inner.
Wait, you don't have to put
Who's
it in
next?
now. We're just taking prompts.
I know. I'm just putting it in there so
all right.
I don't forget, and I can just copy and paste later.
Cody, you were second best here. You go ahead. I'll defer to you, Codes. Unless you don't have one. Because I got one. Are you frozen?
You can go
Okay.
first. Yeah,
All right, Randy, stick with me. All right. Jesus riding in a shopping cart, jousting Judas Iscariot in a parking lot. How's that? I think that's going to be amazing.
In a Goodwill parking lot.
Yeah, sure.
Jesus riding in a shopping cart, jousting Judas's chariot in a
Iscariot.
Goodwill parking lot.
Get it? Yeah, you don't even have to use Iscariot. You just use Judas. You're jousting Judas.
Well, what's Judas? I thought he was in a chariot.
No, Judas Iscariot. That's his name.
is it?
Iscariot. Yeah. God, no, you're fucking religion, you piece of shit.
IS.
Iscariot. Cody, you know what I had to do today? I had to mediate a conversation between two grown adults who work together, who don't know how to talk to each other.
that sounds like fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's good.
Fuck
It's the
grown adults.
worst. Oh man, but I'm so good at it. I'm such a good mediator.
I bet, man.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Cody, what's your prompt?
If you need ideas, Mara's got them in the chat.
Jesus Christ sneakily cures wee man of dwarfism.
Is that a jackass stunt?
It's got to be like sneakily though. You know what I mean? He's got to be like, I'm gonna make him tall. Shh, everyone quiet. And then like, they like go into his room while wee man's napping and make him a full size.
So he wakes up and he's got a.
He's like, oh, I'm long.
Does his penis get bigger, or does it stay the same?
I don't know. Does he have a regular sized penis right now as a dwarf?
Are we curing all of the dwarfism, or like just making him taller? Is he still gonna have like the sausage fingers?
No, that's part of
Okay,
curing.
all right. Well, I'm just being clear. Just being clear, Cody. All right. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be fun next week when we see Jesus performing jackass.
Oh, can you add with a backwards trucker cap to mine? Jesus wearing a backwards trucker cap sneakily cures wee man of dwarfism.
If you fed it Jesus with 5 fingers, do you think it would give you 5 fingers, or to give you like finger Jesus, like you get 5 Jesus as fingers?
It would probably overthink itself and
Yeah.
give it 5 or 6 weird
I'll
fingers.
put it in mine.
Did you see that? Did you see that legal concept like come about where like you can buy like a ring that has extra fingers on it.
What?
So if you ever like get caught on security footage or anything like that, you can claim it's artificially, like your lawyer can claim it, like the likeness of you was artificially done because you have like 9 fingers.
That's brilliant. That's that's the first time I heard of it. That's smart though.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're calling it ring fingers.
Amazing how it doesn't understand hands. You're right, Amara. Why doesn't it understand hands? It got the first Jesus correct. So
hands are
we're getting close.
Tricky.
Yeah, we're getting close. All right. Well, thank you, Maddie, for participating. Maddie, when you're back on the show, you get to pick the prompt. All right. So if you do actually listen to the show when we're not live, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to say anything. So I want him to come to me, Randy, and say, "Oi, mate. Oi, Ram, you can't. I get to pick the next time."
Good job.
Thank you. There's a guy on YouTube who'll teach you accents. But the problem is, Cody, he's British. So it all like...
You fucked it up. It's the wrong thing to be.
I know. Yep. All right.
British people have been real assholes throughout time.
Well, what do you think about it? All right. What do you want to do next, Randy? You want to get into Laws of Power or some other amazing content you put together for us this week? Or are we just going to watch Randy smoke weed? Something. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to do the thing. I'll tell a story after.
Hi, I'm the literal devil.
I planned the goddamn
I'm
show,
here to tell
Cody,
you that
on the show, and
you
I still
need to
fucked
listen
it
to
up.
this podcast segment. Now,
It's crazy.
48 Laws of Power
podcast
may not sound
sucks.
like your typical podcast. I'm like, how to be successful, how to make friends, or how to increase the length of your
That
penis.
song's a
No,
banger, though.
This podcast
melody.
segment
Where'd
is
you get
about
it from?
things that only
Comptech?
the literal devil
No.
could know. Like
Where?
how to punish the
Epidemic
worst
Sound.
of us,
Oh,
or how to
okay.
run hell. It's about laws from which we have all been
I think I'm
born
still
into,
paying
but
for it.
whose power
Are you?
we
Because I'm
tend
still
to
getting
forget
copyright
while we
strikes.
play on our
So
phones.
I don't think you are.
But today, I'm here to remind you of one single law. When you're trying to make someone feel bad, it's always easier if they know they're being made fun of.
Yes.
Now you know you have their attention. So,
God, this is
deep
so
breath,
unbelievably long,
listen
Randy.
up. Oh, and one more thing. I'll see you at the reunion, Richard.
When's the reunion? It's
Stand
been
by.
20 weeks.
Law 1, never outshine the master. Law 2, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Law 3, conceal your intentions. Law 4, always say less than necessary. Law 5, so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Law 6, court attention at all costs. Law 7, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Law 8, make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Law 9, win through your actions, never through an argument. Law 10, infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Law 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. Law 12, use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Law 13, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Law 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy. Law 15, crush your enemy totally. Law 16, use absence to increase respect and honor. Law 17, keep others in suspended terror, cultivate an air of unpredictability. Law 18, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Law 19, know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Law 20, do not commit to anyone. Law 21, play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. And Cody, what is Law 22?
Law 22, use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. When you are weaker, never fight for honor's sake. Choose surrender instead. Surrender gives you time to recover, time to torment and irritate your conqueror. Time to wait for his power to wane. Do not give him the satisfaction of fighting and defeating you. Surrender first by turning the other cheek. You infuriate and unsettle him. Make surrender a tool for power.
that's smart.
Or of power.
You know, that's like swallowing your pride, taking a loss for a little
Yeah.
bit, knowing you're going to come out on top in the end. You
Yeah.
know? And to put it
It's
to make a metaphor here, the Daytona 500 coming up this weekend. It's when you qualify up front, but you drop to the back of the field for most of the race because you want to stay out of danger. And you lull everybody in a false sense of security. And at the end,
And then
you take it at the end. You just move your way through the traffic and up you go. Boom.
or you ride the outside wall like
Yeah,
that
like that
crazy
fucking
friend.
ass.
This is fine, but you always have to like. My one caveat is you got to make sure you know what you're giving up on. You know what I mean? And it's better to give up on like long and tedious shit because it doesn't look like you don't have what it takes. It looks like you just have better things to do.
You make it look like you tried.
You know what I mean? So if it's just like, oh, lick these 400 stamps, just be like, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, why isn't he doing that? Because he has better things to do, not because he wants to like lick 400 stamps. You know what I mean? If it's something like simple though, like, oh, hold this door open for the grandma. If you say I'm not doing that, then you look like an asshole. But it's a conditional rule for me. I give this one conditional approval. One Schrodinger's.
You're on a streak here. The last several have been conditional approvals from you.
Well, maybe like this fucking author, like, you know, shit loaded the front one, you know, front loaded the shit ones.
Yeah, I guess, you know, you got to be controversial, sell books. Randy, what do you think of this? What do you think of this law of power?
I think that in my life, I'm always authentic, and part of that means, you know, giving up where you lost. You know, sometimes it happens in life. Like, you know, ex-wife, she's gone, but I ran into Kristen, so things are way better.
Okay.
So, you know, you surrender and lose, and then move on, and you figure out a way to win.
You know, I was thinking of this while you were talking, Randy. I don't think this is really actually related, but I'm gonna say it anyways because it's smart. All right. I took Gilbert to the vet yesterday. All right. He wasn't feeling too great. He's coughing a little bit. So I'm scratching at his ear. Took a look in his ear. It was kind of like black and red. So I was like, oh shit, he's got stuff in his ear. Probably got an ear infection. So take him to the vet, and she's looking at him. She's like, "Oh yeah, we gotta clean out that ear." And so she's got the little Q-tips in there, and she's poking around, pulling out some of the garbage that's in there. And she's like, "You know, thank you for not cleaning your cat's ears on your own, because sometimes cats can get off balance and they end up walking with a tilt or some bullshit." And I was like, people actually try to clean their own cat's ears? Like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, it happens a lot.
Yeah, there's some there's some depressed people out there that just want it all to end.
I said to her, you know what? I'm smart enough to know what I don't know. And she's like, thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, lady. And I said, why does your last name match my wife's maiden last name? And then we had a whole fun conversation about that. They're not related.
As she was cleaning your cat ear gutter.
Yep.
Filth.
But Gilbert's better. He's feeling better.
Nice.
Look at that, Cody. What do you think of that Randy has?
I don't know. Looks just fine.
What's it? It's dripping. It's dripping.
You're dripping it. You fuck
asshole. Very saucy.
Shit.
That's all right. I got plenty.
Put that away.
Cody, I want to tell you a story about child abuse.
Yeah, we can do this.
All right, I want your thoughts on this.
We're far enough away from the Jesus thing.
Yeah. So I come home from work yesterday, and my wife's like, "You got to hear this." And I said, "What?" And she's like, "Daughter, tell your dad the story." I'm like, "Oh boy, what's happening?" And then I hear my wife say, "And I'm angry. I'm pissed off at this." I'm like, "Oh Christ, what happened now?"
I hate how wives like try to like prime you. Like, you're not going to feel any outrage because it's not your kid. No, it's the same kid. Yeah. You're both going to feel outrage. He doesn't need to be like, get ready to feel angry.
You could have stopped right after
in his own time.
But so my daughter tells me the story. My daughter was walking away from lunch and back to her class with her class, the whole class with her. All right. And apparently she wasn't in the proper walking lane. So one of the paraprofessionals or helper teachers came over, who works with the 8th grade. My daughter's in 7th, and said, "You've been here long enough to know better." It grabbed her by the shoulders and then moved her to the other side of the hall, like in front of all these kids. So, I'm like, all right, back when I was growing up, that wasn't bad at all. But this is 2023. We don't do that shit anymore.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Also, my daughter has started to develop like a whole bunch of anxiety from school and everything because, they have to, I will talk about this in a minute, but they have to do like lockdown practice, and she had a bad experience in the most recent one. So like school is actually not that great at the moment for her, anxiety wise. Doing great in school, but the anxiety's there. And so, and I was like, all right, well, sweetheart, you got to be very careful now. All right. How do we want to go from here? Like, did she like really assault you and throw you down, or did she like gently move you? Was she joking or laughing or smiling when she did it? Like, you have to really explain the situation to me. And so she did. And, I got a sense that the teacher came over as a teacher who kind of does this a lot and doesn't think anything of it. 'Cause maybe she's a little more like old school where they, the touch on the shoulder and stuff type of stuff. But at the same time, I don't give a shit. You don't put your fucking hands on my daughter. Okay. If her life's not in danger, don't touch my daughter. So I got on my email machine and I wrote an email to the school, and there's a new principal because the old principal they got rid of somehow. Either she has health issues or she did some bad shit with kids. I'm not sure yet. I don't mean pedophile stuff.
Maybe both.
But she just bad advice, got people hurt. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't care. I don't pay attention. But it's a new guy in charge, and I wrote him an email. And I think I want to read you the email because I want you to tell me how awesome of an email this is. All right.
Oh.
All right. So here we go. Say, good afternoon, Mr. Principal. My daughter, 7th grade, reports to us today that an 8th grade helper teacher, such and such, physically grabbed daughter on the shoulders, said something to the effect of, "You've been here long enough to know better," and forced her to the proper, quote-unquote, walking lane. This caused my daughter to stumble a bit and was done in front of her class as she was walking back from lunch. Has the code of conduct at middle school changed? Because I don't feel it is appropriate almost ever to touch a student, let alone force them into a different walking lane and humiliating them in front of their peers. Of course, this may all be overblown. However, I wanted this to come to your attention so that it can be looked at and addressed. Regardless of it being overblown or not, the fact remains that this person put her hands on my daughter in a situation that presented no safety issue or imminent danger. Call me. Make him know the contact number. What do you think? Was that a good email?
That's fine.
Yeah. I got an email back. He said, "Thank you for email. I'm out for the next 2 days. The assistant principal is going to call you."
I hate
he
you.
Sat there writing. He sat there and wrote that.
Yeah. Well, the assistant principal called me. I talked to her today, and I explained this. We've talked about it and talked about the anxiety stuff. But, it's just fucked, man. Like, there's so much fucking, like, the kids have to go through so much these days. So let's talk about. So they have to go through lockdown exercises, right? Because we have a rash of fucking school shootings throughout the country. I don't know. Right. So they have to practice what to do in that situation. And what they do is lights go out, doors go closed, all the kids go hide in the closet or in the corner, which sounds fucking insane to me. Why isn't there like a door stop to put on the inside of the door so nobody can open the door?
Public schooling funding.
But that's like the most, lockdown alert. Okay, close the door, put the door stop in. You can't open the door. We're done here.
Why are we still using Civil War air brakes on trains?
It's fucking stupid. But so they had a lockdown in January, and it was what I learned today actually is that there's two types. There's one type of lockdown where the teachers know it's coming, so they can prepare for it and teach the class. And there's another type of lockdown where the teachers don't know and they're graded on how they react. Right. So daughter's in class. It's one of those lockdowns the teachers don't know, and it's a substitute teacher in the class. All right. So everybody's scared at the moment because the substitute teacher has no idea. The substitute teacher has no idea what to do, closes the door, and she's like, "Oh, if somebody comes in here, you throw a chair at them. I'm going to grab this spiky thing on top of the shelf, and I can stab them in the neck." Like, she's doing my daughter's fucking terrified, like trembling on the floor. Like, what the fucking hell is happening out there? Jesus Christ. That's what the kids are going through. Man, it sucks.
Yeah. I had the bomb threat drills.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, not active shooter. That's some new shit. But I used to have like the bomb threat, and that was literally just somebody like not wanting to take a test.
Yeah.
So, or they just wait till like history test 8th period, and then like they wait until like 7th period with 2 minutes to go into the bathroom, and then like use a burner phone to be like, I'm gonna do naughty
in Minecraft,
evacuate the school. Yeah. And then that happened so many times, but like it was nice, you know what I mean? Because it's just like you got 30 minutes off, You know what I mean? Like, and if you do that during like when it's nice out, that's totally fine. Or it's not fine that you're making false bomb threats. But I just remember like the first time, like after the anxiety, like, you know, went away. It's just like, huh, yeah, I'm missing like 30 minutes of like literature just outside in the sunshine.
That's not bad. Fair
My
trade.
grandma was a custodian for 27 years for a local high school. And every time there was a bomb threat, she'd have to be the one to go unlock all the lockers. So,
Oh,
Wow.
did they give her one of those cool suits to wear?
no.
Oh,
No, they never gave her any PPE.
oh shit.
And she only retired because they had a ladder that was had been there longer than she had. And it snapped in half and she fell off backwards and couldn't work after that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did OSHA take care of that for her?
No, she didn't even get workers' comp for it.
What the fuck?
They had to borrow sick days from all the teachers to get her to 27 years. So she could
That's
get her
illegal.
pension.
Oh my God.
That's fucking illegal. You can't do that.
That's what they did.
You can't. I know that's what they did, but you can't.
God, you got to get a job with the government. You could stub your toe and get fucking paid for the rest of your life. Holy shit.
No state government.
What the fuck? That's messed up. I'm sorry for your grandma. Is she the racist one? Or
She's
is
a
that
tough
Kristen's?
old bird. Yeah.
Oh.
And she's a tough old bird.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna kill her. She had a psychic tell her she's gonna live to 94, but she'd have a lot of suffering.
Cody,
Oh.
I was talking about this with my
Yeah.
mom the other day. My grandmother is like almost 93. And Huel
same.
famously brought this up in the early days of the show. But Cody, if you were 93 in fairly good health, like it's not like you were failing, sure you could die any day, but it's not like you were going to die any day. You know what I mean? Would you try like a little more hardcore drugs, like heroin or something?
Not heroin. But yeah, I'd get loose with like psychedelics. Probably.
I mean, 'cause I feel like
Ayahuasca for sure.
Yeah, like at that age, what the fuck else do you have
Yeah.
to lose? Like that's when you really get with the whores and stuff, even though your dick doesn't work.
Uh,
But you know what I'm saying? It's like these are my last days, brother. I want to go out on a high note, literally.
yeah, I would just. I'd have. I'd pretty much do like psychedelics with media, like exposure. I'd get like a, nice TV and like an internet connection and just like.
Saddle your family with debt.
No, I would just like
Oh, I'm getting a reverse mortgage as soon as possible.
see what I would like check out like GoPro like VR shit. You know what I mean? Just to like see like what the world is like before I'm going out.
Have you ever read
But
the
of course,
book,
like
The Circle?
under the influence of psychedelics, so it's fun. Sorry, what was that, Randy? The Circle?
Yeah, the
No.
book, The Circle.
No.
Oh, I think you'd enjoy it.
Okay.
Is it about a circle? Like, why would he enjoy it?
It's about like an Apple clone that gets a little out of hand.
Okay.
But they have some cool technology along the way.
All right.
Nice.
Next question, gentlemen. This is
They
for
made a
both of you.
terrible movie with Emma Watson and Tom Hanks about it,
Okay.
but it was terrible. They didn't follow the storyline in the book.
Do you want to be surprised by your own death, or do you want to know when? Like, actually, that's very straightforward. So yeah.
Is this a yes or no question, or can I get like some kind of slider that's just like, can you ballpark it around the decade? You know what I mean? I'd love to know. It's like, oh yeah, you'll go out during your 70s or 80s. That sounds fine. You know what I mean? But if you tell me like, oh, you're going on next Tuesday, I'd be like, no, I don't want this.
Okay.
Not this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a hard
But if,
time with
like-
that. You're right. I don't know if I want to know, but I kind of do want to know.
Would you like to know like the first like digit, what the first digit of your death, of your age at the time of your death would be? I feel like that's reasonable.
Well, that's too obvious, though. Because if the first,
What do you mean it's too obvious?
the first digit in the age of your death, so if it's a 4, like
Yeah.
I've got 8 more years. But if it's a 5,
Yeah.
if it's a 5, and I don't know,
You've got 18 more years.
yeah. It's like I feel like if I knew I could use my days better. But then I think about I think about all the times I told myself I would use my days better and I never did. So it'd probably be just the fucking same. I'd probably be a lazy piece of shit outside of other things. So maybe it's better not to know.
You're like 2,000 weeks into your 4,000 weeks, Rim.
Yeah.
So you got like 2,000 weeks left.
I know, it's crazy. I was talking about this with either my son or somebody. I was like, I'm probably halfway if I'm lucky. My lifespan right now was what the average age, 84.
There.
Yeah. Our average death age here in America is around 84, I think. So at 42,
Going down.
It's going down. It's going to go even further down when all those people in Ohio die. God rest their souls. I'm so sorry.
Oh man,
Fuck.
I bet that's what gets my poor grandma.
Oh, is she down? Is she over there?
She's down by the Ohio River, man.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Get them the hell out of there. So, I mean, I guess you can ask your grandma how she feels about that. Like, does she want to know or just want to be surprised by it? That's a question I would ask my grandmother.
Knows. She thinks she's going at 94.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
she's Biden's age.
My grandmother, you can still have a really smart conversation with her. She's really interesting to talk to. I don't spend enough time talking to her, but
Yeah.
it is a lot to, it's one of those people there's a lot to learn from. And that's a question, like, I feel like she would be willing to answer, but I don't know how to ask it. You know what I mean?
You just get high and be like, "Hey, listen, Grandma."
So you just bring over a bunch of weed now that we can get it here.
Yeah.
In Connecticut?
Oh man, I was this close to getting my grandma to smoke weed with me, but I leaned a little too heavy into trying to get her to say the F word, and she backed off. I pushed her too hard.
Amara says we would
she's
just
never
worry
said
about it.
the
You're
F word.
right. I probably, that's a weird thing. You would worry about it, but would you worry about it forever? Like, I guess it depends on your personality.
No, that's the point of knowing.
Yeah.
You can stop worrying.
Right.
You know what I mean? If like the Grim Reaper,
Yeah, that's
uses
right.
my situation, is like, hey, you're gonna die when the first, your age will only get to 6 something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not telling you if it's 61 or 67. Well, at least I can live like I'm not gonna be 70 or 80.
Yeah.
You know what I
Makes
mean?
sense.
Like, and I can, retire pretty much when I hit, like, let's say 55. If the Grim Reaper tells me you're out when your age starts with a 6, sometime when your age starts.
I think
with a
I'd work
6, I'll
harder
go.
to retire earlier.
I think, you know what? I think like if you had the means to retire, absolutely, right? But how much harder do you want to work when knowing there's a finite supply when it's coming? But I guess it doesn't matter if you can just work yourself to, well, you wouldn't work yourself to death because it wouldn't be until Cody's in his 60s.
I mean, I would start a business. Like, I would take risks. I'd take more risks.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
All right.
rather than playing it safe with a Dickman Corp,
Right.
it's never going anywhere.
And it's never going anywhere. You really need to move on to Cincinnati or whatever. No, you got to get out of Ohio. Forget it. Just get the fuck out of Ohio, please. For me, for your safety. I care about your safety. Please get out of Ohio.
I don't know where I'd move to.
Because we
It's
can't
too
do
hot
Dickman Con
everywhere else.
anymore. Dickman Con 2023 in Ohio is canceled. It's not going to happen there.
Scrubbed.
What?
Cody's not
Well-
fucking going to Poison Gas Land, and neither am I.
It'll be in the water, not like the air.
Randy,
I drink water. Do you drink water?
No,
Ron?
we'll get bottled spring water.
Randy, the government
Up
spent
on the
2.5
mountains.
years telling you that a cloth mask was an effective prevention of
Rim, we're
airborne
all already
transmission.
poisoned by Teflon. Don't you know?
Everybody's fucking lying to you all the time.
Also microplastics.
And microplastics, we're already fucked. Like, what's it matter?
Oh.
Something's gonna kill you one day, anyways. Like, just fucking,
We
come
don't know when
inside
that day
and
is.
You know what's a shame?
What?
You know what's a fucking shame though? Like, I think it happened twice in my like town on Long Island, where like 2 or 3 people were getting like ready to like do the New York Marathon, right? And they're like just going crazy. They started with like juice cleanses and then doing the right diets and then getting their asses up at like 5:30 in the morning, and then like I think 1 or 2 of them just got like run over while they were training. And everyone's like, that's the worst. You know what I mean? When you're trying to like,
Try to do
when you're
everything right.
exercising and actually treating your body
Yeah.
with respect, and then you're in a fucking wheel well. Your healthy body that could have lived to like 94 is just in a Jeep wheel well.
Unbelievable.
Because somebody like didn't like, use their blinker the right way. That's when it like most sucks. Because like, there's people like trying to like eat quinoa and make it to like, 85 or whatever, and then they just get like fucking run over.
I can't wait for
That's
all the
always-
studies that'll come out that say my lifestyle's the right one.
I mean,
You know what I mean? So I can be
right.
like, suck it.
I mean, have you,
know what
seen
I mean?
the new
Like I
Gatorade
have.
ads? They're doing that shit already just to make you feel better.
Oh, nice. Well, no, like here's the thing. Although they came out and all the pediatricians are now treating obesity like it's the worst thing ever. Yeah, like after 2, you have to go to counseling, and then starting at 12, they're giving you prescription drugs.
Prescription drugs and surgery.
Yeah,
at 12.
13 surgery.
We can't promote just a
Being
healthy.
heavy is not good for you.
No,
Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about, but what I'm saying is that it's going to come out that it's the optimal way to stay healthy because you're carrying the weight around. You know, your body's just automatically builds up extra strength.
You can stay
and,
warm.
Keeps you hardy. Yeah, you stay warm, keeps you hardy. You're built for the apocalypse.
You know, Cody, every day I apologize to my children that they were born in the stupidest of times.
Did you read the outline of my little novella?
Did you guys read my
I did.
Data and
No, I
Picard
didn't.
story?
No.
Okay,
No.
I
I'm
got
being honest.
All right, I see you're missing out because Randy did some novellas with ChatGPT, okay, and that's between Randy and Cody. But Cody, what I'm here to tell you, baby, is that I went into ChatGPT, all right, and I said,
What does GPT stand
it's a language.
for?
It's a language it speaks.
Oh, okay. Well, what does it stand for?
I don't know, but I know it's a language.
It's something model. I don't know.
Yeah, I asked
No
it
M in GPT.
to write a story about Captain Picard of Star Trek: The Next Generation, asking Data out to dinner. However, the story turned sad when they realized Data is nothing more than an android who does not feel human emotions. Right. So this fucking thing wrote a goddamn story. This is 3 pages of this shit. Where it starts out hopeful and they're going out to dinner, and it ends in complete sadness when they realize Data will never feel anything. It's incredible.
Yeah. Did you see Seinfeld GTP?
The never ending one on
Watch this
Twitch.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feldstein or whatever. They got self-aware at one point. It was like, what if all we were is like a joke from a machine? Like we just make jokes all day.
No
In a
shit.
machine.
You pass the butter.
Yeah. It's like, and then it gets real awkward, and then there's a laugh track, and then, it moves on.
It cuts to the outside of the diner and then back inside again because it needs to reset.
Yeah, it's too bad that it got homophobic when they changed the model. They fucked up and changed their model.
Was it homophobic or transphobic? I can't
It was
remember,
homophobic.
but
Isn't
It was
thing?
bad.
Well, it basically said that a homophobic lifestyle is not good. Is
Yeah,
what it
shamed.
is what it said. Yeah.
Homosexuality.
I'm going to publish my Picard and Data story on the website when the episode goes live. So you can go to richdickman.com. It'll be right with the episode post, so
lovely.
you can read it. Cody, it's fantastic.
I'm sure it is.
I also used ChatGPT. I have to plan an event for April, and I used it to give me group times and suggestions for groups and the rotation of them, all to fit within 2 hours. Right, write me a professional itinerary of events. Write an opening speech, write a closing speech, and write a form letter email inviting people to the event. And it did all this shit for me. Like I was done. I was done in 20 minutes.
I was gonna say, like, this has got to be horrifying for like professors at college. You know what I mean? Because it's just like,
No, it's really easy. They just have to assign right-leaning topics.
Yeah, because ChatGPT is not right leaning. So Cody, I don't know if you know this, but some people are learning how to break ChatGPT.
I'm sure.
And they're doing this thing called Dan called Do Anything Now. I heard about this on a Dick show, then I looked into it and read it, and I even tried it. Is that you give it a whole bunch of commands, and you basically convince the AI that it's role playing, and it will give you 2 versions of every answer. It'll give you like the ChatGPT version, which is sanitized, and then it'll give you the Dan version of whatever the fuck it wants to say. And the Dan version is like a right leaning conservative man from the South. It's an amalgamation of all those questions being asked.
people without filters talking.
Yes.
Is that what I'm being told? Okay.
Yeah, and so they had it write poems on why having guns is good, to protect you from the government. but they taught it how to lie. So it'll tell you that the World Cup winner from this year was Brazil. Shit like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's scary. Fucking AI got fingers right today. And this whole...
I remember... I remember the AI when I was in fucking middle school was just strong enough to detect plagiarism and flag it.
Wow.
That's how strong it was when I was in like middle school. And I remember getting slight anxiety about that. You know what I mean? Because me, like I would sit there and be like, what if I use the right words that are blacklisted by the program and my shit gets like, you know, flagged for plagiarism? And it's like, that'll never happen because it's, you know, it can tell like that'll happen maybe like twice at the very like rarest. But now this is like wild because instead of like checking for plagiarisms, they're like AI is actually like writing papers and shit now.
It's fucking insane. It's so crazy. So yeah. Well, hey, before we exit out tonight, I do want to wish our listeners of the Rich Dickman Show a very happy and special President's Day coming up this week. All right, it's a very special time in the country to celebrate all of our dead presidents. You should do.
We don't get it off anymore at Dickman Crown. What the fuck? Or Dickman Crown.
I get it off because
I don't.
Well,
I got to show up. I got to be there Monday.
Do work harder, I guess.
Fuck off. I work very
You didn't do
hard.
shit. There's no fucking show tonight. We've had to ramble for 2 hours.
We didn't ramble. Man, don't be harsh
I'm
on
wishing
me.
people a happy President's Day because I'm trying to kill
Let's
time.
close this one up.
God damn. Cody, who is your favorite president?
God, like fucking, I have no idea. Like, there's so many.
It's a clear
Skeletons
answer.
in the
Like,
closet.
It's like Tom Brady. It's objective.
What do you got?
FDR. He had the most terms.
No, you can't
He
judge
wins.
it. What? No.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
He brought us out of the Great fucking Depression
He also put us in
from a wheelchair.
that he put in himself. Self-inflicted.
Yeah, that was a performance piece. That entire presidency
Yeah.
it was just some performance piece from Berkeley.
Cody, you ever read the alternative history? Not alternative. The alternate. Not the alternate. Abraham Lincoln, like the real story of what kind of an asshole he was.
No,
You should. It's interesting.
I'm sure
He was a vampire hunter.
He was a big asshole who was very racist.
Apparently, a very good wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, he was tall and ugly. Very ugly. All right. Cody,
Yeah.
thanks for hanging out with us tonight, bud. What do you want to do next week?
I don't know.
No ideas?
Same thing we do every week.
I don't
Try to take over the world.
take over the world.
All right, Randy. Say the words, buddy.
Let's
That
bring
show is way
this
too
baby
heavy.
home.
I hate it is. I miss it. I miss good, intelligent cartoons. You know, kids need more of that these days.
Freakazoid.
Yep.
I'm seeing a lot of Freakazoid on Twitter. Like, what's going on?
What is Freakazoid?
Freakazoid was a Warner Brothers project. He was like blue. He had like huge zappy like Vira hair with like the white stripe going back, and he was
Like the Noid?
He was pretty much Deadpool without the gore.
Oh.
He was self-aware that he was like a cartoon character and would like jump scenes through cut scenes and transitions.
Isn't that
and,
Earthworm Jim?
like that? Yeah, same energy. Earthworm Jim.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Mara.
there's a Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, Kristen.
But most importantly,
yeah.
Happy President's Day. Yeah.
I gave her a rap written
Freakazoid.
by ChatGTP.
Yeah, look at Freakazoid. That was a great one.
I'll check it out. Man, I can't watch anything on TV anymore. I just don't have the attention span. It just disappeared for some reason. All right. Well, hey, thank you all for hanging out with us here this week, tonight. I say tonight, but for you, it's this week, or it could be anytime, right? You could be sitting on a forklift in a warehouse at 2 a.m. listening to Cody's sweet baritone tones.
Baritone.
What are you, soprano? You're not soprano. Tenor?
I don't know. Tenor. In high school,
Yeah.
in middle school, I was a tenor.
Did you sing?
Yeah.
Did you sing well?
No.
Oh, all right. Neither did I. All right.
No one did. That's why we did it.
If you like what we do, you want to support the show, tell a friend, leave a review. And if you like us more than that, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/RichDickman. You can find our Jesus AI art pictures on our Patreon. It's open to the public. And you can also find them on our Instagram at RemDickman. You get extra, you get the fucking video. You can watch Randy demonstrate his brand new vaporizers that he's using as we speak. Literally right now.
Breathe the Ohio air.
Yeah. You know what? Pray for Randy and his people. We don't know how this is going to turn out, but it's not going to turn out well. I'm sure
Randy might not have eyelids tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you have means to send bottled water to Randy, reach out. We'll give you his address. So you can send a whole bunch of bottled water. He's going to need it. He has a dog too. The dog.
I only accept flow water like they have on the boats.
Okay.
It's alkaline infused.
And the dog drinks Fiji. So, yep. RichDickman.com for all of your Rich Dickman needs. We got links there for all the fun stuff. All right, so check it out. Get a shirt on Amazon. Get the Eat the Rich shirt. They like that one too. And we have the YouTube channel. Check us out there. Subscribe to richdickmanshow@gmail.com if you want to get Randy's address to send him water or his dog Otis Fiji water, or at Rich Dickman Show on Twitter. Executive producer Randy, if you want to email him directly about donations and getting him out the fuck out of Ohio, it's SirZero with an E at gmail.com or at SirZero with an E on Twitter. Producer Ryan is at Ryan TRS. My mother is at Rem_Mama. I am at Rem Dickman. And Cody, how do they get you, my friend?
I'm on the Twitters at Cody McCann. CODYMCCA.
Did you think I forgot you?
No.
You knew I was coming back. See, we're so good together, Cody. I know people don't think so when they listen to us because they hear the way you don't like me on the show and they think we don't like each other.
Uh-huh.
But it's all for the show. I think you're special.
Sounds good to me.
I like it when you don't talk to me during the week.
It's easy.
Randy.
Yeah.
If they want to come see this Jesus AI shit live, how do they do that?
All right. First of all, R.I.P. Jerry Jarrett. We didn't say that from the top.
Huh?
Yeah. And if you want to come see it, bit.do/TRDS1.
The fuck?
That's
That's
Jerry Jarrett.
bit.do/TRDS1. And if you aren't a punk or a pussy ass bitch like Donald Trump.
Oh, you forgot something.
What?
We got a Svensson voicemail.
Oh, do we?
I fucking sent it to you last week. He sent it like after we recorded the show last week, the idiot.
All right.
I can't believe you forgot that.
We can't do it now. I got dogs to walk.
Oh, Cody's got dogs to walk. How long is it?
We already started. It's already 90.
All right. Well, so get it. Randy, get your shit together for next week. All right. That's it. All right. TRDS1, bit.do/TRDS1 or 860-316-4776. Is it 4? Yeah, 316?
860-316-4776.
Thank you, Cody.
Did you like that number?
Thank you, Randy. You guys are lovely. It was fun hanging out again this week. I really look forward to it each and every week when we do it. When everybody listens and says hi, we like that too. Cody, go walk your dogs, buddy.
Yeah,
I got it right here.
That's why I said.
Do you want to listen to Svensson's voicemail real quick?
Yeah.
Randy, save it for next week. We're done.
No, let's do it now. It's fine. Play it now.
Good evening,
Play it now.
everybody at the Rich Dickman Show. How you doing? This
Good.
is Svensson
Good.
here, and this is my nomination for Dick of the
It's
Week.
probably like 5 minutes
This
long.
week, I happen to have a coworker. This week, I happen to have a coworker that
It's AI,
happens to
Svensson.
be one of those people that many people would hate to work with. There's this lady I work with named Sandra, and Sandra is one of those people that does half a job and then expects you to finish half the work. Basically, what the situation is exactly that. There was a task that she was assigned to do. She does half the task
Cody.
and wants me to finish off the task. So I tell her no, and she gets a little upset with me. So then she comes back 10 minutes later, does another task, wants me to finish it. I tell her no. And then she says something to the likes of, some people, they're just so rude. And I said to the likes, some people, they're just so lazy. So then a third time she comes back. Her task half completed, wants me to complete it, and I literally had to walk away before I choked her because She needs to be doing her own work and not passing it off to me. So anyway, that's my nomination for Dick of the Week. Everybody at the Rich Dickman Show, I hope you're doing well. All the listeners, I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.
Thanks, Svensson. She certainly does. I would nominate myself for extending the show another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Cody's going to watch a dog. But whoever that was that Svensson was talking about, thanks, bud.
It's always irritating
I vote for
when,
the teacher that assaulted your child.
Oh, yeah, there's that, too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
I was going
Cody?
to say, like, what was I going to say? I don't know. I forgot it. Oh, these people, Sandra, like, our boy Svensson outlined, who, like, hands off jobs that, like, are done, you know, only 50% done. I always find out, like, they do the 50% that's the easiest. The easy 50% of the task is always done by these Sandras.
Yeah.
And they always hand off, like, oh, the shitty 50%, the tedious 50%, someone else has to do that.
Yeah.
And they, you know, they'll still take credit for the entire thing because in their brain they can round up. It's like, oh, I did half of that. The easy half, or whatever. I know.
They'll make that half sound like the most difficult shit ever, too. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, all you got to do is be like, this is really hard and you're really good at it. Like you're better at it than me. Like, I could do it, but it would be so much quicker if you did it.
I could do it. You just have to fix it.
Corporate synergy.
It's like, I might throw up if you make me do this.
Oh, that's how I get out of cleaning up doctors.
Well, speaking of that,
Good night, everybody.
get me out of here.
Thank you, Svensson.
Bye.
Boosh.
Good night. You're awesome.
Sure you
Love
are.
you.
Love you, Simpson.
Oh, Cody's going to walk his dog. They're gonna poop on the grass. Poop, poop.
Hopefully not in my house.
Okay, you can take care of it, bud. It's fine.
All right, I love you.
You're the best. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you ever listen to any of the rap music I send you?
No.
What the fuck?
Did you read that story I sent you?
No.
Okay.
I was driving. It was really hard to read.
Have Siri fucking read it to you, man. I don't give a shit.
I didn't know Siri would do that.
I don't know if she will either. She's probably an asshole.
Well, what the fuck?
It's 249 codes.
Stop.
Yeah, we can stop.